The Troublemaker. Juba was always giving trouble in his class. He liked to make fun of the boys and have the class laugh at them. He also liked to do things to make the class laugh. Because of the trouble that Juba gave in class, the children could not do much work. When the teacher asked who was making the trouble, Juba would be the first to say he was not the one. So here we have the picture here. We have teacher. We have the children in the back of the classroom and people are looking around, not paying attention. One of the things that Juba liked to do the most was play wet chair. Wet chair was when they splashed water on another boy's chair. Then they would rub the water all over it. The boy who came to sit in his chair would not see the water and sit in it. His pants would get wet and the other boys would laugh at him. They would then tease him and call him wet pants. Juba liked to make the class laugh by doing things like this. The teacher did not like these jokes in her class. To her, it was not even a joke. It was troublemaking because the boys would not pay attention to their work. She wanted to find out who was the troublemaker. One morning, the teacher thought of a way to catch the troublemaker who was playing wet chair. She knew that every time she was not looking, somebody did something to make the class laugh. So the teacher went on as if she was looking through the window at something, but all this time she was looking through the corner of her eye. Okay, so here she's looking. All right. She wanted to see who would do something to make the class laugh. Juba was the first to make a move. He thought the teacher was not looking, so he walked quietly to the front of the class. Then he splashed some water on a boy's chair. This boy was always late for class. After that, he walked quickly back to his chair. He was sure that the teacher had not seen him. So here we have teacher looking through the corner of her eye, looking at Juba, pouring the water on the boy's chair. Just then, the boy who was late for school came into class. "Good morning, miss," said the boy. "Good morning, Devon," said his teacher. "You are late for class again." "Yes, miss," replied Devon. Juba and the other boys were getting ready to laugh at Devon, who was going to sit on the wet chair. But to their surprise, this did not happen. "Well, Devon," said the teacher, "you are late. I want you to go and sit on one of the back chairs. You can change places with Juba." "Come quickly, Juba," said the teacher. "Sit in Devon's chair and let him sit in yours." Now Juba was frightened. He did not know what to do. He knew he had splashed water on Devon's chair, but now he was asked to go and sit on it. "Juba, didn't you hear me?" said his teacher. "Move quickly. I would like to continue the class. We have a lot of work to do." "Juba is in trouble," said one of the boys to his friends. "He is going to sit in Devon's chair." Some of the boys started to hide their faces and laugh. It was a very big joke to see Juba going to sit in some water he had splashed on Devon's chair. Juba walked slowly to Devon's chair. He was afraid to sit on it because he felt that the boys would start calling him wet pants. So here's Juba. Here are the boys covering their faces, ready to laugh. Here's teacher at the back of the class. But Juba was even more afraid that his teacher would find out about what he had done. He could not tell her that he did not want to sit in Devon's chair. If he did, she would ask him why. And if he told her Devon's chair was wet, she would ask him how he knew about it. Then she would find out that he was the real troublemaker. "Sit quickly," said teacher. "You are keeping the class from doing their work." The boys put their hands over their mouth to stop laughing out loud. But when Juba sat in the wet chair, they could not keep quiet anymore. "What is so funny?" asked the teacher. She pretended she did not know what happened. This time it was only Juba who was not laughing. The joke was on him. At last, the teacher began her class. This morning I'm going to tell you a story, she said. This story is about a bad man who made a pit for his brother to fall in. He covered up the pit so his brother could not see it. He wanted his brother to fall into it, but his brother did not fall into the pit. The same bad man who made the pit forgot where it was, and sometime later he was walking and fell into it. Now, said the teacher, does this story remind you of anything? Does this story make you think of anybody? The class was very quiet, and there was not much troublemaking after that. Alright guys, so to wrap up this story, remember we want you to do a summary. Remember the who, what, when, where, why, and how. Remember your characters, the who in the story, your setting, the plot, what are the things that happen, the major events of the story, and what is the main idea? What is the moral that we can get from this story? Write your summaries and turn them into your teachers. Take care and see you in the next episode.